Once home to Jane Austen and Charles Dickens, Hampshire is the largest county in southern England, and this week I'm in Chandlers Ford, just outside the city of Southampton. I'm here to meet a family waiting for a miracle. But in the meantime, we've got me. Jason Richardson is living proof that when life takes an unexpected and terrible turn, some people refuse to give up.
You can't meet him and not fall in love with him.
You can tell he's ill, you know, but he is phenomenal. I've never met anyone like him in my life.
When Jason met his girlfriend Fran 18 years ago, it was love at first sight. Jason was a professional musician who played in a band Fran loved. Within months, the couple were inseparable.
They are so close, they so love each other. No relationship's perfect, but if it was, they're not far off it.
2.5 years after they met, they had their first daughter, Daisy, followed by Honey a few years after that. For the couple, their little nuclear family was complete.
They don't need anything flash, they just like family, and that's what makes them happy.
But when Daisy was 10 and Honey was just 3 years old, tragedy struck.
It was about 5 years ago. They were getting in the car and Jason didn't get in the car. She went back to see where he was and he was slumped over something and he couldn't breathe.
Jason thought he had a chest infection, but the diagnosis was far more serious. His heart was shown to have swollen to 3 times its normal size, a condition known as dilated cardiomyopathy. He was 46.
At first, you couldn't believe it. What, Jason? No, not Jason. Why would it be him? He's too much of a nice guy. Things like that don't happen to nice guys.
For 2 years, Jason underwent operations to improve his heart, but the illness affects other organs, and in 2015, he was told his only hope was a heart and kidney transplant.
The way it was worded was definitely like, this is it, there's not long. His kidneys will pack up and it will get worse, and it was all doom and gloom and very bad.
Such is the demand. 22 patients a day will die while waiting for a transplant. And others, like Jason, simply become too weak to stay on the list. After 12 months of the family desperately waiting, a transplant is now no longer an option.
She rang me and said, Jason's really poorly. They've told me he's not got too much time left. And I said, don't worry, Fran, I'm on my way. And that's when they said there's nothing else they could do for him.
And I walked in there and I saw him, he's laid on the bed and he looked ill. He said, Dave, he said, he told me I'm dying. And that just destroyed me.
So in November 2016, after almost a year in hospital, Jason went home to spend as much time as possible with his family.
They're not in denial, they know, but I think Jason's attitude and Fran's attitude is just take each day as it comes.
What's keeping him going is the fact that he's home and he's with his girls, and we're making the most of life as best we can.
The garden could be a place for them all to go when the pressure in the house gets too much. But with Fran working full-time and looking after the girls, it's become an uneven and uninspiring dumping ground. So Jason's friends and family have asked me to step in. 3 days every week, like today, Jason has to come back here to the hospital for 4 hours of dialysis.
So I thought I'd just pop in and surprise them.
While I can't give Jason a new heart, I can give this brave family a gorgeous garden. I hope he likes surprises.
Hemodialysis.
Hello.
Jason, Fran.
Oh, yeah. Oh, pleased to meet you.
Lovely to see you.
Yeah. Oh,
Hello.
Nice to meet you. It's a
How are
surprise,
you?
isn't it? This is a bit sneaky.
Very sneaky. Fran, do you always come with him?
No, not always. I have to work, so a lot of the
Yeah.
time he has to get hospital transport and comes
Yeah.
down on his own. He says it feels like his little job. He comes out to work and does this for them to keep him well for us.
Yeah.
Various things having happened.
Yeah.
The garden isn't...
Yeah. Friends kept it really, really nice, as good as possible. Then all this sort of got worse, and you know. I feel
So it'd be a
sort of
good
going
place
around.
for you to sort of chill out a bit during the
Yeah.
summer.
You can't go away very far. He has to be on this sort of 3 times a week.
And
So
that
for a
means
week's
you gotta
holiday.
go
Can't go far.
Yeah, we can't go
yeah.
too far. So
Very,
it
very
would be
limited,
nice to have a nice
'cause,
garden to pretend to be with someone.
Yeah.
You could manage about 20 feet then, walking out of your door and into your garden.
Yeah. I'll probably manage a bit more with that. Yeah.
How long this afternoon have you got on that?
4 hours.
Shall we go and look at this bit of garden?
Oh, you're coming to our house?
I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
That'll be all right.
Yeah.
We're going to leave you. I'm running off with your wife.
Oh, thanks, all
But
right.
I will see you later. With Jason not able to leave the hospital for the next few hours, Fran is going to show me what I've let myself in for. And it's not a pretty sight.
After you.
Thank you.
How long have you been here?
We lived here 5 years.
The old family home before that?
Yeah, Jason's mum lived here before that. When she passed away, we bought the house, yeah.
Trampoline.
This was very kindly given to us by a colleague at work.
You didn't know how big your
we
garden
didn't
was?
Yeah, we didn't realise how big it was until it arrived.
Are the girls going to be heartbroken?
They do like a bounce, but I don't think they'll be heartbroken. They're happy.
Look, always give them something else that's
Yeah,
nice
oh
to
yeah.
replace
Do
it.
something nice for them and they'll be okay. They'll forgive you.
We've got some sort of outhouse here. This is...
Yeah, that's always been here since. Yeah, it's not very pretty. It looks like an outside toilet, if I'm honest. I don't like it.
I didn't like to say. So tell me what kind of things you like in it.
Just a lovely place to sort of have friends around, relax, and feel like we're away from it all, and somewhere to get away from it all. Yeah, basically.
Because you can't go far away because of
yeah,
dialysis.
Jason's dialysis limits us. We could have maybe a night at the weekend away. So yeah, we can't really have a break. So if we had a place in the nice weather in the summer when we get the nice days, somewhere nice to be would be lovely, yeah.
So it's in a way, it's kind of bringing your holiday to you, really,
Yeah,
isn't
kind of.
it? What about the girls?
Honey, she's very much a little girly girl. Honey made this last year. It was like supposed to be a fairy garden.
Yeah.
She made a fairy door at some craft place, and it was on
yeah.
there. And once it rained, it melted and it just went to mush.
And it's going to make what sort of difference in terms of Jason's
Massive
life?
difference, because you do spend a lot of time thinking about what's going on and everything. Since he's come out since Christmas, our aim is just to have friends around, to do things, and just make life as fun as possible.
Do as much
when
as
there's
you can.
when there's people around and we're laughing and joking, you're not thinking about the bad things that can happen. So yeah, that's nice.
So as much as anything, this is going to be an entertaining space. Place
That's
to keep
definitely what
company
it's
in
going to
summer.
be. Yeah.
What's Jason going to think to it?
Oh, it'll be amazing. He looks out the window here and he can see so much that needs doing. It makes it worse for him because it puts the pressure, making him feel like I should be out there doing that and I can't.
So a guy deserves something good being done
He
for him.
does. Yeah, he really does. Yeah.
Can we whisk you and the family away from here while we do it? Is that a possibility?
That sounds nice, yeah.
Sounds nice. Yeah, anything, she said, going away. And then when you come back, with any luck, you won't recognise it.
Fantastic.
But
That
it will be
sounds amazing.
yours. It's sad to think that what could be a place to help the family take their minds off the uncertain future is actually making things worse. I'm determined to put that right. See you soon. Bye. Bye. So while I send the family off, it's time to start ripping out all the old garden except for that building. It's hideous at the moment, but it's a decent structure and I've an idea of how we can use it. And now my trusted team of David Dominy, Francis Tophill and Katie Rushworth are here. It's time for me to reveal my grand plan for the Richardson garden. Now guys, this is a garden which needs handling with great sensitivity. We have Jason, a guy with a life-limiting illness, married to Fran, whom he absolutely adores. They are the ultimate loving couple. But we need a garden that suits their requirements now, keeps the whole family together. So David, we're going to do something we've never done before.
Okay.
A sunken area here.
Oh, that's new.
Oh, sort of sociable. I'm thinking soft cushions.
I'm thinking a lot of soil moving.
And you're also getting this area here, which is actually sort of a bit like an outside loo at the moment.
Yeah.
But I can see that being turned into something which will complement this sitting area, a sort of a coffee shop or a bar.
Okay, I'd enjoy that. Enjoy that.
Okay, Francis, I would like an area down there, somewhere for the girls. And the younger girl, Arnie, loves fairies. You'll find little bits of fairies. But if you can big up the fairies.
Okay,
be
fairy
lovely.
garden, yeah.
Katie?
Yes?
I want you to link it all with love.
Oh.
You see, lots of lovely planting,
Okay.
romantic flowers. Think of them.
Feel the love.
Feel the love and finding your way through it. So I'll work with you on that,
That's
okay?
a
And we'll do that.
nice job.
So we got a chance here to really make an enormous difference to Jason and Fran's life and their children and give them a garden that can all love going out in, okay?
Yeah.
To your work, to your lavatory.
Thank you.
There's a heck of a lot riding on this garden, and David's wasting no time. The sunken seating area is the key feature in the build, and it needs to be spot on.
Give that a whack at that end.
The boys have dug down 20 centimetres and are now creating a frame out of timber sleepers.
It's the bottom level that always takes most of the time. But if we get it wrong here, as we start to build it up, it's really going to show up.
The last thing we want is a wonky lopsided seat. David, make sure those measurements are dead on.
Oh yes, finally, that's the bottom level done. All we got to do, build it up.
The garden slopes upwards, so at one end the boys are putting in one sleeper, so it's level with the patio, and 3 sleepers at the other end, which is where the seat will go. With work well underway, here's what we're working towards. So that Jason doesn't have far to go to relax, the sunken seating area is just outside the back door and will be big enough for the whole family to snuggle up together. To entice the family to explore the garden, we'll add a winding path that'll take you up past the old building, which we'll reinvent as an outdoor retro cafe. At the back will be Daisy and Honey's own garden with a magical woodland theme and its very own summer house and elegant silver birches. If we get it right, we'll have addressed all the family's needs. But for me, gardens are more than just features and flowers. Fran and Jason's love for one another is astounding. I want to celebrate that fact and give them a garden that's got as much love in it as you'll find in their family, and that means it's going to be absolutely packed. I want to capture a mood that makes it truly personal to Jason and his family. To inspire me, I've come 30 miles southeast to Stoughton near Chichester to see a garden that you can't help but fall for. Think of a romantic garden and you'll probably visualise roses and arbours. But love is about more than that. It's about magic and beauty. And this garden has lots of that. Now you tell me, doesn't this make you feel all warm and fuzzy? There's no doubt in my mind that time spent in a beautiful garden is the very best medicine. But let's not get carried away. I'm here to get under the skin of this garden and find out why it elicits such powerful emotions. And owner Jackie Shirling is keen to reveal its secrets. You almost seem looking down here to drown in flowers. It's like the garden's kind of giving you a hug. It embraces you.
Yeah.
So did you want that? You wanted to be enveloped?
Yes, absolutely.
It takes the right plants to create this dreamy, snuggly effect. Jackie's borders are filled to the brim with billowy, soft-textured plants like cow parsley and New Zealand windgrass. But it's also where and how these plants are presented that adds to the feeling of romance. They hug the hard landscaping, bringing you closer to the colour and scent. These are fabulous steps that lead you on, and they meander. You could very easily have had a pathway just shooting down, but I love these curves where you're meandering right the way down to the bottom. Winding paths bring a sense of adventure to the garden. They give you tantalising glimpses of secret hideaways and hidden features, urging you to explore further. Now you see, Jason and Fran are really quite sociable. They'd love something like this, and because the planting's so high here, when you sit down, it's at head height. Was that intentional here then? You wanted to be
Absolutely.
You're wonderful and snug in here. You're kind of enveloped. They'd love something like this because you just sort of sit down and drown in flowers, don't you?
Yeah, and every year it's more abundant.
What I'm taking from this garden is that by surrounding our features with borders filled with a profusion of romantic flowers, we can elevate it to a different level.
There's nothing mean about love. It's very generosity, makes you feel good. And that's what I want to bring to Jason and Fran's garden, this effusive feel that you're enveloped in flowers and foliage and you feel all loved up.
In Chandlers Ford, David's mood is a little more sombre. He's more concerned with damp than love.
Tuck it up at the bottom there. What I'm trying to do is to put a little bit of plastic at the back of where the sleepers are, so when the soil comes back in, any of the damp that's within the soil won't damage the outer part of the sleepers or even seep through, because the last thing you need when you're sitting inside is a damp back, and this plastic is going to do the job.
We may be making progress with somewhere for Mum and Dad, but this garden is for the girls as well. We've already thrown out their much-loved trampoline, but I'm planning something magical in its place. Frances is in charge, and her first challenge is to plant 3 silver birch trees as part of a new woodland garden for Honey and Daisy.
Oh my goodness! Look at these! They're humongous! I think we're going to need backup, aren't we? David, Katie! Come on, dear. Come on, let's all do it together, ready?
There are few trees more magical than the birch. Known as the Lady of the Woods, in medieval times it was thought to have the power to ward off evil. Beats a mouldy old trampoline any day.
Too many cooks and all that, Francis. We've got the job done, though, which is... I like what you did there. Right. Should have a cup of tea? Yeah, let's.
These will need proper anchoring so they don't topple over.
When you're putting in big trees, it comes with some problems. They can go into shock and they really need to establish well. 2 things that will help that is water and lots of it. And also, stake them really well.
Traditionally, a wooden stake would be used to keep the tree secure, but the team are using a ground anchoring system where stabilising wires are buried under the tree and tensioned to hold it in place.
With this system, it will all be under the ground, completely anchored below the soil, so you won't be able to see it. It's stronger and it works better.
We're making progress, but there's a long way to go before we deliver a garden that this brave family truly deserves. The more time I spend with this family, the more determined I am to deliver them a perfect garden.
Right, you ready?
One of the features of the old plot that we're trying to rejuvenate is the outhouse. The idea is to turn it into a retro cafe.
Kind of plant some borders or something.
May I suggest something larger, David?
I think that's a perfect serving hatch. We'll just do espressos.
At least Katie's got the right tools for the job. To break up the long lines of the garden, we're installing a winding path made from decking boards.
We've used just typical decking board, but we've flipped it and laid it this side down, so the smooth side, which is giving it this lovely natural feel. It comes right from the lower terrace all the way up here, which is brilliant because it's great access for Jason all the way to the top area of the garden. And I've got a couple more to do, and we're just about finished.
I'm hoping this garden will be like a big hug when it's finished, but it's not very welcoming at the moment. What have they been doing? And more importantly, where are they?
Where is it? That blooming sign of him. David?
Welcome to the cafe.
Hey, this is great. Ooh. So that flops down. Go back.
It's gorgeous.
That is really neat.
What do you reckon?
It's a nice bit of timber, you'll like that. We can do something about the... And what we're going to paint this?
We're going to paint this around the outside and the building too. We're a little bit worried about the weather, but of course this is the patio now because we extended that right out. So
this is sort of entertaining area straight from the hatch.
Perfect.
2 teas, please. Ooh, David Jason moment.
With not just showers, but torrential rain forecast, we have to get all the painting finished now. And with the sunken seating area built, I too can wield my trusty paintbrush.
This is the sort of cosy sitting area for Fran, Jason and family, where they're sunk down in the middle of the garden, surrounded by flowers and foliage and a walkway going around the back. I want them to be enveloped, you know, sort of feel as if they're in a kind of romantic bower. So I've mixed a green colour of paint, very, very pale green, which you're going to pick out the windows on the summer house with to sort of pick up that theme. And I'm just dry brushing, it's called, to make it look like distress, so you're seeing the grain through it. Wipe your brush on a palette almost, and then with the grain, go along so you can see the wood bleeding through. It's not too thick, but if you do make a mistake and you get a bit of a blotch and you think, oh, that's far too thick, damp rag, rub over it and blend it in. And it's trial and error really, finding out how much is enough and how much is not enough and how much is too much.
Sunken seating is a great way to create a different level in the garden and see it from a whole new perspective. If your garden's exposed, circular seating offers better protection from the elements. Here, they've used upturned sleepers that have been concreted into the ground, then bolted together for stability. This may look like a glamorous Moroccan Casbah, but it's actually made from breeze blocks. They've been finished with a smooth concrete render on top and coloured tiles on the bottom. But for true drama, how about sinking your seat in water? This floating outdoor lounge works like a pond in reverse. The stone has been set in a fiberglass shell to keep the water out. For getting close to pond wildlife, it can't be beaten. Frances is putting us all to shame. Her summer house is up and painted and the silver birches are standing proud. But no magical woodland garden would be complete without fairies, and she's got a neat way of letting them in.
I'm using bits of driftwood, but you really could use anything. So old spare bits of decking board or leftover wood, bits of old pallet. But I just quite like the look of these.
Honey loves the idea of fairies in her garden, so Frances is making tiny little doors so they can come and go as they please.
Now I have my basic door structure, and just to finish the whole door off, I've got some sphagnum moss, which is exactly the same stuff you'd buy from a garden centre to do your hanging baskets with, so it's not expensive. And I'm just going to put it around the edges of my doors to make them look really, really natural. I'm really pleased with that. I hope Honey likes her magical fairy dell.
Meanwhile, out the back, the heavy work continues. To add to the magical feel of the woodland garden, I'm adding some foliage in front of the newly painted fence, in the form of an instant hornbeam hedge. I say instant, it still needs to get from the pallet to the hole.
Chaps, you see these? Now there's 8 of them, and we'd really, really like them in there, in a row.
Pretty please.
Run.
Hornbeams are ideal for smaller gardens as they won't grow anywhere near as big as Leylandii.
Whoa, well done.
Oh, awesome.
That'll do nicely. There was a lady called Countess von Arnim, and she said the best way to enjoy a garden is to put on a wide straw hat, have a trowel in one hand and a gin and tonic in the other, and tell the man where to dig. There. Perfect.
Oh, that's a bit nice,
We
isn't
got a
it?
hedge.
Hey!
Turn it right. It needs to twist a bit more, guys. A bit more clockwise. You're on the corner here. Keep going. It's exhausting work, this gardening, isn't it? My goodness me, I'm tired. No, you've gone too far. Back. Thank you. Lovely. Next one.
I do hope you don't pull a muscle doing all this hard work.
My back's really...
It is,
Is it?
Yes,
Is it?
yeah.
Do you get cramp in your wrist when you lean on your spade?
Yeah.
I do. I mean, my fingers, it's terrible.
Well, look, just take care of yourselves, all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, guys. If you get a bit underneath that end.
Hey, it was invaluable, that one.
Oh, crumbs, it's exhausting.
Tired as we all may be, we can't stop now. This job is about to get a lot harder. Look at those clouds. That can only mean one thing. It's been forecast for days, and until today, the team and I have managed to avoid it. But our luck has finally run out. Rain has come to Chandlers Ford, and all I can say is, sorry about the outfit.
So want to banish all this plastic, but at least it keeps the mud off the paving and the decking and the everything.
This weather could put a serious dent into our build schedule. The trees and hedges may be in, but there are still dozens of shrubs and flowers to plant if we're going to bring some romance to this garden.
Is it me or is it easing off? It's me, it's not easing off.
At least I can finally put some seats into my sunken seating area. Inside the shell of sleepers, the boys have built me a raised subframe, and I'm using decking boards to finish the job.
I think the effect will be really rather lovely. At least that's the advantage, you know, when you're working in conditions like this. If and when you finally uncover everything and scoot off the mud, it suddenly goes ping, and that's really satisfying. But at the moment, that seems a long way off.
While the deluge continues, I've sent Katie and Francis inside the Richardson home to look for clues.
I like this.
Very holiday.
It is, yeah. Nice.
Jason and Fran's love for one another has definitely got them through these difficult times, so I want the girls to create features in the garden that reflect their inspiring relationship.
There you go. Inspiration found, I think.
I think so too.
That's a hit.
Sadly, the rest of us aren't feeling much love at the moment. The rain is so persistent that every flower bed has been turned into a trench. All the mud will need digging out and replacing with new soil before we can plant.
What are you doing down there?
Well, I'm trying to look at this.
So let's all go home. We can't. Come on. Right, I'm really, really wet now.
At least the lawn area has been prepped in time. Oh, nice hat, Francis.
Once the turf starts going in, the garden always begins to feel like a garden. And at least it won't need watering too much in the first few days, which is always nice.
It's best to lay new turf on an inch or two of topsoil that's been raked level to avoid any nasty bumps.
When laying turf, make sure these edges really butt up tight, almost to the point of overlapping. You don't want any gaps, and you want it to knit together really, really well.
There's new soil around the seating area too now, so Katie and I can get cracking.
This ravenswing is lovely because it's got this feathery foliage and more comes, and these lovely classic cow parsley flowers. It seeds itself around, so it does spread in your garden. You've got to rogue out, pull out the ones which come up green because it does vary. But it's a pretty thing, and it shows you that spring's properly arrived, doesn't it?
It does. I like how it kind of scrambles through planting and softens things.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's really soft.
Lovely, yeah.
Frothy. Yeah.
Pretty.
I'm looking to achieve that effect I saw in Chichester, with soft, billowy plants placed so when you sit down, they're at head height.
The whole thing here has got to be kind of group hug, I suppose, really. And we're getting that now with the hydrangeas nudging over, with the cow parsley coming and the grasses and the foxgloves, so that you're going to get this feeling when you can sit on here when it's dry, of just disappearing, snuggling down into flowers, really. Can you imagine snuggling? Yeah, we'll get there.
The rain is so bad now that Francis has had to turn the girls' summer house into an impromptu craft tent. She's created a giant-sized version of the wedding tree she saw inside, and is adding an important personal touch.
I'm making a tree. The wedding tree of Fran and Jason. I've made it big.
Francis has asked all those close to them to write a personal message to the family on a love heart.
In fact, actually, Alan, would you write on one of them for me?
Yeah, right, fine. Okay. It's meant to say love. I can't even write in this weather. I'm so wet. I don't tell you in front of Francis how wet my underwear is. I'm going now.
Nice.
Never in the field of horticultural conflict has so much been achieved by so few in such filthy wet conditions. Yeah. This has been the worst, filthiest build we have ever done. And still you're smiling.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Well done.
Just a few days ago, Jason and Fran's garden was a tip. With all manner of things stacked up on the patio, an unloved building going to waste, a pointless shed, and a whopping trampoline plonked in the middle. With Jason almost housebound, it was the worst kind of garden he could look onto. Now, he can feast his eyes on this. Jason doesn't have to walk far to sit and enjoy his new garden, thanks to the new sunken lounge. Built from sleepers and surrounded by romantic blooms, it's the perfect cosy retreat. A new elegant walkway leads up the garden, past flowering hydrangeas and foxgloves, to the old brick outhouse. Once it resembled a commode. Now it's a retro cafe where the family can welcome loving friends and sip espresso surrounded by magical memories and heartfelt words of love. And for Honey and Daisy, a new summer house for them to hang out in, next to a woodland dingley dell with elegant birch trees and hornbeams. The perfect hidey hole for garden fairies. For more information on how to build this garden, go to itv.com/Alan. What amazes me most about the Richardson family
Welcome home.
is that they show no resentment or bitterness about the events that have changed all their lives.
That's 3 old dears.
With the love and support of their friends, they pull together, rely on one another, and face each unpredictable day with exceptional dignity.
Open your eyes.
When? When?
Now.
Now.
Wow.
Oh my God,
that
it's
is
beautiful.
fantastic, mate.
Oh my God.
Lovely, thank you. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that's
It's the prettiest garden I've ever seen. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
Sitting area with logs and a chimney to keep you warm of the evening.
Lovely.
Go and take a walk up your garden.
That's fantastic. God. I'm lost for words, Alan, to be honest.
I can't believe this is the same space. I
I know.
Lots of bird feeders for you, Jason.
Yeah, I love all that.
If you walk straight ahead first, Fran, to the door of that ghastly place that you hate.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That used to look like a toilet.
Yeah.
I'm glad it doesn't now.
It doesn't anymore.
It's a right transformation, that is.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Look,
Oh,
at
that's
that
superb,
bar.
isn't it?
Look at this. Oh my
Posh
God.
coffee maker, hot chocolate maker.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Come and look outside.
Oh,
that's
look,
amazing.
pictures of all the bands.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
It looks like something out of a magazine.
So this is for the girls.
Oh, look,
Oh,
this is for the
God.
girls. Oh, it's magical.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, wow, wow. Look, they've done a massive tree like that.
Oh, no, that's... Oh, thank you so much.
Very, very welcome.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh, thanks so. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh,
You're right.
oh, yes. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Don't you start to that meal.
Sure, no, I've done quite well.
You've done very well.
Yeah.
We'd better let the girls in, I think.
I think you should, yes. I
Oh,
think it's
yeah,
only fair
thank
that they see it. What do you think?
Amazing.
Do you like it? Isn't it cool? There's a D and an H on the wall.
I never expected it.
No, look as good as this. We didn't. We didn't at all. It looks like a magazine, doesn't it?
different garden.
I'm delighted Fran and Jason love their new garden, but I know Dad will only be truly happy if it also works for his 2 little girls.
Yeah, that's great. Can't go over how sort of quick things have all come together in here, you know. A bit lost for words, to be honest with you.
Is it all right?
Absolutely amazing.
We've had a bit of bad luck, but this is, you know, hopefully it changes today.
Well, we like to think we might have helped a bit, but it's a
Definitely. Oh, more than
wonderful
a bit,
garden for a
you know.
party, really, isn't
It
it?
is, isn't it? Yeah.
Shall we have
yeah.
one? At long last, Fran and Jason have a garden they can come out into and they can holiday in whenever they want. But their married life has been lacking one thing. When they got married, before they could have the first dance, Jason's batteries ran down. Well, we've had him fully charged, we've got the band, and now's the chance for your first dance. Off you go. Thank you, band.
Jason and Fran finally have an outdoor space they can enjoy and absolutely deserve.
When will I see you smile again? When will I see you
Fran and Jason and Daisy and Honey have never been able to go out into the world and enjoy it because of the unpredictability of Jason's health. So now, a small but I hope beautiful world has come to them, and they can come out into it whenever they want and whenever they feel like it. I told you you could find love in a garden. I think this proves it.